Yo, what's going on, everybody? Gerald here, and I'm here for my very first wholesaling real estate seller calls masterclass. Now, I got some special announcements for you guys, and I want to be able to go over a few things with you. Pretty much the basic fundamentals of what I do on a daily basis, and that's just finding motivated sellers. And with wholesaling, it's really not that difficult. And we're gonna get straight into it, you guys. Now, I want to say first that I definitely am not a guru, right? So I'm not out there selling courses. I'm not a coach of any means. I'm not looking to see if I can make money off of people who are looking to learn from me. This is all for free. All right. So DM me if you are looking to, get some information or insight from me. Lives just like this is a way for me to give more to the marketplace. So if any of you are interested in getting into real estate and want to create active income or find your first deal, find your first fix and flip, your wholesale deal, or maybe your first rental property, whether that be midterm rentals, short-term rentals, Airbnb, holla at your boy. All right. I know how to find deals. I know how to talk to sellers. I've closed more than a dozen deals in the last few years. Started this in 2020, solo dolo, running by myself. All right. And it wasn't easy. I'll tell you guys that much. But what I've learned through the years was how to stretch myself, how to get uncomfortable, how to have more faith, and how to ultimately become more confident. Right. And in this live, I will talk about mindset. I will talk about business development. I will talk about real estate strategies. I am going to have a few guests on here. I will feature two of my direct executive partners, Joe Ha and Daren Kabata, two of my best friends, and they'll be on here in just a little bit. We have another special guest and a few of you guys that do want to get in on here and talk to me and ask any questions, because I do want to turn this into a Q&A as well. Please come in here and ask the questions. I'm an open book. All right. So for those of you that are tuning in, oh no, I'm not even on Instagram yet. Let's go live on Instagram. There we are. All right. So those of you who are tuning in on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and drop the StreamYard link. Oh, no. Let's drop the YouTube link. That's way better. Because as we get into YouTube, you'll be able to find questions, or sorry, that's where you'll be able to ask questions through the chat. So I'm going to drop the link here. Nope. Drop the link here. I'm going to make sure I pin it. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. You guys, seller calls. We're getting in this thing. Come on. All right. So first and foremost, all right, I want to set the expectations with y'all. I do a bunch of direct to seller marketing. Okay. What does that mean? Gerald, what do you mean by that? Right. I've been seeing these posts of you talking to sellers, reaching out to homeowners. And what are you trying to do? Are you trying to steal their house? Right. And of course we're not. My thing is finding motivated sellers who are willing and able to sell in circumstances that may not be in their best favor, right? Whether they're going through physical distress, financial distress, emotional distress. Okay, I'm currently helping a homeowner, which is an interesting thing, right? And this is one of the greatest things about this business is you get to help people. All right. I helped a homeowner find a place for them to live after helping them stop their foreclosure so their credit doesn't get dinged and they're still able to find and buy a house within the next few years, because I saved them from foreclosure. Well, not just me and my team, right? And we could talk more about that as the team comes in here. But this is ultimately why I love real estate. Just a little bit of background and context. I was a barber and I came from a construction background, right? So the two worlds are definitely different, right? As a barber, I'm in front of people every single day. I'm somebody's consultant. I'm hearing stories from all walks of life. So I understand how the psychology works, right? How to match people's energy, how to mirror them. And so that just correlated really well with real estate, right? And so I knew from being a barber that, man, I'm definitely a people person. So I want to help more people. So how can I do that on such a grander stage, or a bigger stage, where it allows me to touch more lives and impact more lives at such a different level, right? And that's through real estate, right? And on the construction side, I mean, I can't say much there, right? Because that was more so a family business. But what construction had taught me was the relentless pursuit of, you know, doing deals, willing dealing, and managing contractors, managing budget, and managing the schedule of the project. What does that have to do with real estate? What does that have to do with real estate? Well, I'll tell you guys this much, right? If you guys understand just a teensy bit of construction and budgeting, and how contractors work, you could definitely go a long way in this game, because you're not just getting deals under contract just to send the buyers deals that aren't deals. So if you understand a little bit of everything, construction, a little bit of negotiating, a little bit of how to structure a deal, you will go a long way. And it's not about knowing everything. It's not about knowing everything. It's just knowing enough to get you to that next step. And once you get to that step where now you've hit a wall and you don't know where to go, well then, hey, look, go and reach out to somebody that's doing the business, right? There's a bunch of people out there, and you can reach out to me. Just DM me. All right, cool. So we're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. See here. Yep. We are live on Facebook. And let me make sure that I put the link on the Facebook, so that way people can hop on the YouTube where they can ask questions. Where are we at? Oh, it's already on there. Okay, great. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to get straight into what you all have been anticipating this call for, and that's getting straight to the wholesaling basics. This is the Sellers Calls Masterclass. And before we get into calls, I just want to briefly touch on a few things, just a small presentation. Okay. We go about our day going through our basic systems and processes, right? And it could be as simple as a 1, 2, 3 step by step, or a whole sequence where you have a list of, okay, call the seller, right? Make that initial contact, right? We're texting, we're calling, we're door knocking, all that stuff. But let's go ahead and start off with the first thing, right? And that's, once you have that list in front of you, and I will show you guys how I generate lists. Once you have that list in front of you, we will have to identify the decision maker. Who's the owner of the property? There needs to be a seller in order for there to be a deal, right? If there's no seller, if there's nobody that wants to sell their home, right? No motivated seller, physical distress, emotional distress, financial distress, then there's no need to reach out to that individual, right? So we have these lists, and we have these homeowners that need to sell. And if you're pulling a list of 1,000 people, best believe probably only 5 people will ever do business with you. And out of those 5 people, maybe one of them will close. So this is definitely a volume game, especially when you're pulling from lists, right? By the way, we got the legend, Joe Hall, in the building. I'm going to go ahead and add you onto into the stage in a little while, brother. I'm just going to go ahead and go through this sequence. Okay, so I've identified who's the decision maker, who's selling the property. Once you find who the decision maker is, okay, and we're going to get into a little bit of research, which is to understand the financial situation. And it doesn't have to be too crazy, right? We can go on Zillow and just see, not Zillow, sorry. We can go on the MLS. We can go and reach out to an agent to ask the agent, hey, could you pull some information on this? I'm looking to reach out to them, right? If you have software or tools, you can use Batch Leads. You can use PropStream. Now, those two are paid softwares, right? I think you'd be spending somewhere around like $100, $150 a month. Or you can use PropWire. PropWire is free, okay? I would actually highly suggest using PropWire if you're starting off. PropWire shows you who the decision maker is, the homeowner, and their financial situation. And all we're looking at in regards to the financial situation with the home is how much equity is in the property, right? The current value of the property, and are there any liens? Are there any judgments? And if any of that is applicable, that's the information we want to see in front of us. And when we get into the call, we don't talk to them about that. We just want to know, is this house worth reaching out to? Okay. So again, we're looking for the homeowner, and we're looking to see if there's equity in the home. Okay. We're talking about low-hanging fruits, guys. All right. What do I mean by that? We're looking for those that we can make money in the next 30 days. Okay. So know the financial situation and know the homeowner. It's all about being prepared. Okay. And when you're prepared, you look that much more credible coming into the call when you talk to these homeowners. All right. The next step, which is to pretty much initiate contact. Okay. So there's multiple ways we can do this, right? The goal here is to quickly engage and set up a conversation. All right. So I won't get straight into how I would get into a call, but methods of outreach are text message, straight up just calling the person. And what's the best, I would say, especially if they're going through real financial, emotional, physical distress, is door knocking. Okay. Now with text, right, the initial text, which is just introducing yourself and confirming that you're speaking to the correct person. We're not looking for, we're not putting a whole long-winded text that looks, hey, this is Gerald from All Pro Home Solutions. I'm actually an investor. No, we're not doing none of that. All right. Hey, this is Gerald. Give me a text back. It's simple. All right. We're just looking to quickly engage and set up a conversation. All right. They text you back. Hey, who's this? Yeah, I was just looking for John. Yeah, this is John. Hey, great. Hey, I actually wanted to call you. I was looking to see if you're the owner of 123 Main Street, right? Curiosity, right? We want to build curiosity, but we want to engage the conversation. If they don't text back, great. We move on to the next, but engage, okay? Engage. The call, right? When we call them, which I would prefer to do before the text, call them, follow up. Just make sure that when they pick up the phone, that you're sounding kind, right? You want to show a bit of authority, right? Where you know what you're doing and you know how to guide the conversation. But again, it's all about setting the conversation and engaging, okay? Once you get on the call, and we'll get into that as we dive into the seller calls. Once we get into the call, it's about setting the expectations. And I always tell this to a lot of the folks that come in and are new. Your first 5 seconds of the phone call will buy you the next 10 seconds of the phone call. Those 10 seconds of the phone call will buy you the next 30 seconds, okay? And it's all about having that fire introduction. Door knocking. If it's safe and appropriate for, the neighborhood that you're walking, just make sure that you're dressed professionally and that, you're focused on rapport building, okay? When you're door knocking on pre-foreclosures, it's a scary thing, right? I remember the first time I door knocked, and then I left. I said, all right, cool. I knocked. That's one door. Let me go to the next. No. Here's what we're doing. All right. I'm knocking on the door, right? And I'm not knocking like I'm the police, right? I'm knocking as though like if somebody's in the house, they're like, oh, dude, like, okay, if that was my uncle or my mom knocking, typically they'll knock a certain way, but that's a different knock where I don't think this person's ever came here before. So let me go answer the door. And I'm waiting for at least 3 to 4 minutes in front of the door, because most people don't answer the door because they're not expecting anybody. They think it's somebody that's trying to sell something. And we're not salesmen, right? We're looking to see if they're looking to sell. All right. So door knocking is a great way to get after it. And let's see here. The whole goal with our initial contact is to set the appointment for the next call, right? And there's a bunch of wholesalers out there that believe in the one call close. I believe in it too. I haven't done it yet, right? Because that's not my style. I'm not aggressive. But we can at least set the appointment for the closer or set the appointment for the next follow-up call if they're not ready to sell and you've had a great conversation and built rapport, it's all about scheduling a deeper conversation with that person. Okay, whether that be on the phone or better yet, in person. Okay, and if on Zoom or FaceTime, if necessary, that's great too. So the key thing here is setting up a phone call, making initial contact, and engaging. All right. So we want to just dive deeper into their problems. Now, the third thing here is when you're actually in front of the motivated seller, right? And they want to know, after getting called by multiple investors, who's the right person that I want to talk to that can help me sell my property, and they're the ones that I want to choose as my buyer. Okay, so who's certain enough out of all these buyers that I believe that can execute on this thing, right? And the best way is to focus on your communication, okay? How you communicate matters just as much as what you say, right? But then there's the other end of that where it's about how you say it versus what you say, right? And the three things here is tone of voice, okay? Keep calm, be empathetic, have a professional tone, and be curious, be concerned. And you almost want to come into the conversation sounding a little bit confused, like you're a lost puppy trying to look for some answers. The 3 C's: curious, concerned, and confused, because this will ultimately help you build rapport, right? So it's all about the tone of voice. Don't sound desperate. That's the second thing. Don't sound desperate. Avoid commission breath, right? I've had plenty of calls where I wasn't being intentional. And when I made my phone calls and I was looking to close a deal or trying to build rapport with the homeowner, I just sounded like somebody that was just trying to take without giving a listening ear. Okay, so if you sound desperate, it's never going to end well. So never sound desperate or pushy, right? You're helping homeowners solve a problem. Okay, so we're not just trying to make a sale, right? Divorce your desires to do a deal. We're here to make money, but at this point, when you're talking to the homeowner, we're solving problems. Okay, we get paid to solve problems. And that brings me to the third thing here is solution-based approach. And you can carry that within your aura, okay? Being a solution-based person, right? Always keep the conversation solution-oriented. As they tell you a problem, dive deeper to that problem and see how you can help them out for the immediate time. Focus on how you can help them avoid foreclosure or avoid bad tenants or avoiding getting into stressful paperwork that it could easily be handled by an attorney. Okay, so our job is to help facilitate the decision maker make a decision. All right, that's all it is. Important notes for tone and conversation style is, again, right, we're just building trust and we're building credibility. We're sharing a little bit of our background, right? Giving them third-party stories of how we've helped other homeowners save themselves from foreclosure, bad properties, and so on and so forth. And we're always sharing third-party stories to help illustrate our ability to help the homeowners. Okay, and forgive me if I'm looking down here. I'm obviously looking at my notes, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. Engaging homeowners and gathering information. This one's very basic, right? In our company, we call this the discovery phase. Okay, in the discovery phase, as you're engaging with homeowners, we're asking open-ended questions. Now, Gerald, what does that mean? Open-ended questions, right? If I were to come up to you and ask you, right, hey, are you selling your house? And you tell me yes or no, that's not an open-ended question. Okay, that's just a yes or no, and it ends there, right? And if you get lucky, you stay on the phone long enough, but most times they hang up, right? So an open-ended question would be, hey, have you thought about considering selling your property? And that's an open-ended question, but that could also be long-winded, right? And other questions could be like, hey, what's been your biggest challenge with this situation? Right? If the homeowner is looking to sell their house and they can't find the buyer, or they can't find an agent to work with, what's been the biggest challenge with this situation? Okay. Here's another question. What have you already tried to resolve this? So let's say they're going through a foreclosure, they're going through probate, and they just can't seem to understand the process, or maybe whoever they're working with isn't really helping them. My question would be, what have you already tried to resolve this? Okay, we're digging deeper into motivation. What are your goals or expectations for the next steps? Okay, hey, Mr. Seller, what are your goals and your expectations for the next steps? And we're allowing them to paint the picture for us. We ultimately find exactly where their pain points are because they're telling us why they're not getting to the next step. So they're doing that for us. Okay. Now, we definitely want to understand their situation to the fullest. Okay. So we don't want to rush to conclusion. And I have to admit, right, I'm a very impatient person, right? I've rushed to conclusions where I could have just stayed on the phone a little longer and been patient and would have dug up way more report and information about the seller and how we'd be able to help them. So we just want to make sure that all decision makers involved are um, heard and understood, and no one feels like they've been left out, right? So again, right, I admit that I've been in those situations a lot. Okay, so a third thing would be we never want to judge them for where they're at because they're already going through some hard times, right? So last thing I want to do is, pour more rubbing alcohol on their wound and make them feel even more bad for their situation. That's not our job, you guys. Our job is to be consultants to help them make that decision and get them to the finish line. All right. And we're almost done here with the presentation. So now the fifth part of all this, you guys, is presenting the solutions with the seller. There's many solutions, and I want to dive into the foreclosure process particularly. Okay, so once you've gathered all the information, it's time to present the potential solutions. Okay, and obviously, you guys, if you're wondering, this is primarily me just going through the process and brushing up on a few things, and we'll dive deeper into it as we go today. Solution number one of helping a homeowner get through foreclosure save them from foreclosure is reinstating the mortgage, right? Catching them up on missed payments if possible. Okay, that's the first solution. We won't dive into that, right? The second solution would be suggesting them for a loan modification where they could just reach out to their company's loss mitigation company, and they'd be able to get them the mortgage payoff amount, or sorry, not mortgage payoff amount, help them restructure the loan so whatever they owe is tacked on the backside of the loan, which ultimately restructures the entire loan. So that's a loan modification. And just one thing about that is these homeowners that are going through foreclosure typically can't qualify for a loan modification because how they got here in the first place is not being able to afford it because they don't typically have a job. Okay, so it's not that it can't be done. They just have to think of creative ways, and that's where we come in as solution-based individuals to help the sellers figure out a way they can do this. Okay, and then the other three solutions here, right? If the reinstating the mortgage won't work, the loan modification won't work, listing the property and just selling it anyways will probably do the trick to save them from foreclosure, right? 90% of homeowners want to keep their home. Okay. But if they can't reinstate the mortgage, they can't get a loan modification, then they just have to sell, right? One that we're currently working with now was the homeowner doesn't have a job. Her daughter doesn't have a job. They have 6 kids and they're just going through it. The only one that is working is the son-in-law, and how we've been able to help them. First and foremost, it was a follow-up for like 90 days up till the 2 days prior to the close is when they hit us up and said, hey, we're going to sell. We want to sell it to you. I've been there from day one, followed up every single week, every single month. And they understood because they've tried everything they possibly could to keep the house. they ended up just wanting to sell it because they pretty much depleted all options. So selling the property is their best bet. I always suggest to list it first, but because it's 2 days right before, um, depending on which county or I believe which state you are in or the lending company, most lending companies or most mortgage companies don't let you stop or postpone the foreclosure on just a purchase of sale agreement, a letter of intent, or a listing agreement alone, right? Especially our lending company or the company that we're working with, they don't do that. We've called loss mitigation. We asked, hey, is this enough for it to postpone the foreclosure? They said, nope, we want cash to reinstate the loan, and that'll entirely stop the foreclosure. So listing can't do it. So we go straight into the cash sale. Okay, so that's the solution number 3 is the cash. Sorry, solution number 4 is the cash sale. Okay. Now there's other ways like a forbearance that could help out. So that's where we would ask the bank if they can give a break for the homeowners that missed the payments to extend their period. A lot of the times that may work, just depending on the situation. This homeowner had been through, I think, foreclosure twice, so they're not really giving them any leniency. And then our other solution would just to go into creative solutions, and I won't dive straight into that, but we could talk about, sub 2, where we're taking over the existing mortgage, where the seller stays on the mortgage, and we pretty much take title, and we think of some creative solutions that way. So there's multiple ways to skin a cat here, guys. Now, for a lot of you that this is pretty much just flying over your head, it's okay, right? That's where I was. We're going to get through this, right? Let's just go ahead and go through the presentation. And also another key tip, when presenting solutions, keep it simple and clear, okay? Avoid using any technical jargon like I did just now, but it really comes down to simple terms. However we can help out the homeowner, okay? So it's all about helping them understand. And again, that's through third-party stories. Now, we're generating leads, we're talking to homeowners, and we have a follow-up process, okay? What is the sequence? And shout out to Caroline Kane. I was on the daily dial for the Sub 2 community the other day, actually yesterday, and she pretty much changed my perspective about follow-up calls, right? Follow-up calls is the most mundane thing, right? It is the boring thing, but the boring thing helps most investors win, right? It's the mundane task that helps you win, and follow-up is one of those things. So what Caroline helped me understand was it's not just a follow-up, right? Actually change your mind and call it the value add sequence. The value add sequence. Every time I'm following up with a homeowner and I'm giving them a call, I'm always being intentional about, hey, like, what are you currently going through now that I can help with, right? Being solution-based and adding value however you can. And there's multiple ways we can add value, right? We can share a resource. We can share a contact. If it allows, maybe we can, buy them some groceries. Any way that we can help the homeowners, because initially, if we contacted them, letting them know that we're the ones to reach out to them and help them, we'll stick to your word and, keep yourself accountable. Follow up, value add, value add, value add. That's the perspective that she put in my head. And I don't even want to call it follow up no more. Really, it's value add sequence. Okay. So follow up, value add, consistently using your established resources to give them, right? And I'm obviously reading through this, so I probably am going back up and down from my notes to my camera, so bear with me here. We want to make sure that we're keeping track of detailed notes with every homeowner we reach out to, okay? Wherever they are in the process, whether that's foreclosure, probate, the eviction process, we want to make sure we're tracking notes. Now, there's drip sequences that we can use with special tools like REI Reply, Go High Level, or REI Sift. Use whatever drip sequence you want, but my personal favorite is just making sure that If I'm scheduling the follow-up, I'm using my Google Calendar. Very simple, it's free, and I'm just making sure I set them up on the next call. So setting the appointment for the next call. So drip sequences are great for software. Go ahead, go take a look at those tools and softwares. I personally don't use it. Currently, we're using Go High Level, but I can't really speak too much on that. So it's all about just the sequence of how much we follow up with them. All right. Follow up is the key. Okay. And then just to brush over these metrics, right? We have these measurables called KPIs, right? And that's ultimately just tracking your results. Okay. The three basic KPIs that I go over is how much calls I've made, how much conversations have I had, and how much appointments have I set. All right. If you're the closer on the team, how many offers have you made? Okay, so let's call it 4 calls made, conversations, and offers made. Right. And it's all about consistency, guys. So this is pretty much the name of the game, is being consistent and staying in the work, doing the deep work. If you're learning how to talk to sellers and the nuances, this is the deep work right here. Okay. Additional tips for success. So again, documentation, document everything that you do, record your phone calls, take the notes, read the books, right? Do everything you can to learn more about seller calls, learn more about negotiations. This is going to take a lot of mental resilience. Okay. When things get hard, when seller calls get hard, right? That's where you grow the most. All right. So don't take rejections personally. Homeowners are often overwhelmed and they might be dismissive. Actually, they all are dismissive, right? So learn how to take that, resilience and take it into the next call. All right. Always stay professional, look professional in all interactions, and you'll actually go a long way. All right. So one of the few things that I want to talk about to avoid these mistakes are focusing again on the commission, right? If I'm getting on the phone call and I sound desperate and pushy and try to close them right there, right now, and I know damn well that the probate isn't even done until, 2 months, 3 months later, or, their auction date isn't till later. So now they're in this window where they've got it figured out. I'm not going to try to close them right then and there. All right. It's all about following up. Okay. The value add sequence. So don't sound pushy. Don't sound desperate. If you're not tracking, you're not measuring, you won't grow, right? What gets tracked, what gets measured grows. What grows gives results. Okay. So getting emotionally attached with a specific deal. Let's talk about that. If you get emotionally attached with one deal, which in the substitute community, Pace calls it the one-itis, well, then you still need to be generating opportunity, even though you have this one contract that you might have gotten, or this one deal that you're the homeowners that you're helping. My number one thing is, okay, we have a contract, we're helping homeowners, but I'm still getting back on the phone and generating opportunity, because in this game, things fall through, right? Knock on wood, but things fall through, right? So there's way more opportunities out there. We got to continue to generate leads. Okay. So remember, the 3 things that I really want to just brush over out of all the things that I've talked about is we're staying empathetic and we're understanding the seller as much as possible, right? So always lead with empathy. Homeowners are facing real life situations. Okay. Right. We're looking for deals. We're looking to make money. Well, they're looking to survive. All right. They're looking to survive. So we got to be empathetic and we got to understand. The second thing is we want to come in with every interaction being solution-based individuals, right? Our business model is being solution-based. We have the solution-based approach. So stay focused on providing value, solutions, and not just pushing the sale forward, okay? Persistence and professionalism, right? Be consistent in all your efforts and just stay professional. Have that professional demeanor, and homeowners are willing to work with you, right? So you guys, this here is just the very basics of how I handle seller calls, how I handle the nuances of, dealing with motivated sellers. And there's so much more information out there, you guys. And so I want to start to jump into these calls, but let's go ahead and get Joe in here real fast. What's up, Joe? You there? We want to get Joe in here. He's probably taking a quick break. Give me a sec. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's get straight into these calls while we wait for Joe. I'm going to pull up my list and I'm going to show you guys actually how I generate my list to then call these leads. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. So I use PropStream. PropStream. I've been using this for the past 5 years, and what I love about it the most is you pretty much have all the data, all the information at the tip of your fingers. And they give so much information, right? They give you MLS data, they give you pre-foreclosures, auctions, bank-owned properties. They give you cash buyers. If I have a contract with this motivated seller and I need to dispo it quick, I can search up the county. Let's search up San Joaquin County. And in San Joaquin County, I have, let's see. I have 28,000 buyers in my county. That's 28,000 active buyers that I could reach out to then sell my deal. Okay. We have 2,000 vacant properties. We have 25,000 properties with liens. Right. So this information is crazy, guys. Like technology today, I wouldn't know what to do without it. Right. So I'm going to go on my filter and I'm just going to set these up. Let's press X here. Oh, no. Okay. So let's just say we want to reach out to pre-foreclosures, right? So I'm going to go and I could simply just press pre-foreclosures and I got 355 in my market. Okay. That's 355 people. I can pull these lists. I can skip trace it and I can call one by one, right? The whole deal, the whole part of this is just calling who out of all these motivated sellers needs my services today, right? Who can I help today, right? Who in the marketplace needs help? That's all we're looking for, all right? So if I go on filter and I want to do property details, let's say we keep it residential, single family condos. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, great. Let's call it multifamily, duplex. We'll add all these in here. Okay, that's great. Property intelligence. We're looking for off-market properties. So on MLS on market, we're going to put no. All right. Pre-foreclosure bank-owned data. We're going to go and do pre-foreclosure release date. Let's do 6 months. No, not release date. Recording date. Let's do 6 months from now. All right. Owner information. Now, this is key right here, you guys. We want to make sure we're reaching out to individual owners. I'm not reaching out to corporate-owned houses, LLCs, or anything like that. We're looking for individuals. All right. Now, we're going down to value and equity. I want to put down here estimated equity. I want minimum 90%. So we're looking for the lowest hanging fruit, guys. Take a look at that, actually. Let's see. Let's take this off real fast. We've gone from 212 properties down to 90%. Down to 17 properties, all because I changed the estimated equity percentage to 90%. That's 17 property owners we can reach out to today. All right. in the San Joaquin County. So let's go ahead and view this list. We have all these, we have 17 properties. Now, as you can see, some are going through auction, right? This actually had already been auctioned off. Notice of default, recording date in September. Notice of default just a few days ago. So this is some good information, right? Now, I'm going to go and take this list. Well, let's do this real fast. Let me make sure that these auction properties are off this list, so that way I'm focused on the ones that have not been foreclosed on yet. Let's see. Let's do it from today to, let's just say 3 months from now. No, that's not gonna work. All right, we'll just keep that there. No worries. All right. So this is how I generate my list. I go here, I add to list, and I just create the name for it, right? Pre-foreclosures. I add the date, 25. All right. And I save. It's super simple, right? And there's multiple videos on PropStream or about, using PropStream on YouTube that will help you guys dive deeper into this tool. If I go here on the left side tabs and I press my properties, I have a bunch of these lists that I've generated in the past. I'm going to go look for that list that I just created. There it is. I select all and I export. Really simple, all right? Really simple. Now, if you're looking for properties in particular zip codes, right? So let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, clear filter. And I want to do, let's say 95209. 95209. It's a hot zip code in my market. And I want to look for pre-foreclosures. There's 22 properties in the 95209 that's going through a pre-foreclosure. Let's bring that down a little bit. Let's do 90% equity. Oh, there's one property. Right? And I can go and call them today. Okay? So this property here is going through some distress. They're going through a foreclosure. And so our job is to reach out to them and see if they need any help, right? But notice what I've done here, right? I didn't go driving for dollars, right? I didn't go to the county website. I didn't go to the county, right? The physical office to go and pull records here. I literally use this tool to find this data in order for me to see who owns the property, look at the financials, how much equity they have, and eventually we'll skip trace this homeowner, okay? So we actually might even just call this homeowner today just for the sake of this phone call. All right. So PropStream is just a tool that I use, you guys. It's definitely not free. It's $100 a month. Another one would be Batch Leads. This is what I used to use. Same data being shared from PropStream. It's the thing about Batch Leads and PropStream is they aggregate their data from the same sources. This isn't it. Batch Leads. There it is. Batch Leads, right? You can start your 7-day free trial. Another one would be PropWire. This is another good one, right? All free, actually. This one is free. PropWire is a good one. All right. Cool. So I showed you guys exactly how we generate these leads, right? Or these lists. I showed you guys the sequence of how we, initiate first contact all the way down to the follow-up sequence. Now I'm going to stop sharing here. And I got my boy Daren here. What's going on, man? I'm going to get you on the stage. All right, brother? Yo. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, guys?
Welcome. Daren, what you got going on today, bro?
Just gonna be hanging out. Was watching you going through how to use prop stream. So that's very thorough. So great stuff right there. But yeah, I'll just be hanging out for the next hour and see if I can make some calls as well.
All right, cool. Cool. Yeah. That's why we're here, man. We're gonna get into these seller calls in a little bit. Let me get this list prepared real fast. Make sure I get this. See if there's any questions here. All right. So I know prior to the live, you were telling me that you were preparing your list to make phone calls. How's that going for you?
I did not prepare nothing. we can get ready in time.
It's all good. I can get you some lists.
There you go. Perfect.
Gotcha, bro. Well, we do have our inbound leads.
Yes.
Yep. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make my calls, right? We're going to call from all the hot leads that I have to my warm leads to then my cold leads. So let's go ahead and start off here. Start making these calls. And y'all, this is us doing the work right here, man. We aren't perfect, right? Nor do we want to be perfect. But what we want to display here is that y'all could do it too. All right. I started off as a self-employed barber working at a barbershop, cutting hair. Right. I quit my 9 to 5 last year or a year and a half ago. And I just started running and gutting with these guys and we're doing deals. Right. But that all starts off with being uncomfortable, getting on the phone and getting after it. Right. And you got to have that belief that you can help people. Right. And if you have that and you have the basic skill of talking on the phone and you have a phone that you can call people with, dude, you have everything you need to succeed in this business. Right. So what excuse do you have?
100%.
Let's get after it.
Are you gonna be calling on your phone or through your computer?
I'm gonna call through my phone because if I call through my computer, they won't be able to hear it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, let's get after it, yo. Let's see here. Daren, I'm gonna have you take the floor for the next 5 minutes real fast. If you want to just present what you got going on.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. So let me set the stage for you. You started about a year and a half ago, right? Your background, how you got to this point. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what are you looking to achieve here today? What are your intentions?
Yeah, so I mean, you pointed it out, right? Started about a year and a half ago. The whole idea was to start something for myself, right? Had a couple of businesses that did okay. Definitely learned a lot from it, and from those businesses, it just kept bringing me back to real estate. Uh, Real estate is a product that I was very familiar with. Outside of just purchasing my primary home, I was very intrigued by it, right? That's kind of led me to, wanting to make money fairly quickly and then understanding what wholesaling is and then kind of growing from there. So fast forward to a year and a half, we've been doing outbound, then we switched to inbound. But after inbound, our outbound has progressively been getting a lot more frequent. And then because of that reason, we are going back to outbound, and it's work. It's I believe it is the right path for us to take, right? And so today's calls is to just practice that, to work out that muscle of outbound, right? Getting more no's will lead to a yes. So hopefully we get something locked up, right? But the whole point is to just exercise the muscle, speaking to sellers, understanding what's going on, and kind of taking it from there. So right now, too bad I can't show you guys right now, but I'm looking through my CRM, my inbound CRM, and for those that don't know, it's essentially somewhere to house all your leads, keep them organized, right? But you don't need a CRM starting out. You can start with a basic Google Sheets, and comment below if you guys want a copy of our Google Sheets format. We can definitely provide that. Very easy to follow. We've gotten some great feedbacks from our VAs, from our acquisition teams, our appointment setters. So I would give that a try. So ask us, and we shall deliver. Okay, so let's take a look here. So in my CRM, let me get to the correct place. We have our cold leads, we have our new leads, we have our hot leads. And so I think Gerald had mentioned he was going to start going with our hot leads. First, I'll be going with our new leads. So CRM, Google Sheets. Okay, cool. JV. I'm just making, so what I'm doing right here is I'm just making sure that, they weren't dialed just earlier this morning. Don't want to overreach, right? Don't want to scare them. Last time these folks was reached was on December 12th. So let's check the notes here. Add notes, no response.
All right, man. Let's get after it. Let's get in these phone calls, bro. That's why people are in here today, you know?
Let's go.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get straight into these seller calls. All right, let's see who's in here. We got my boy Willie. What's going on, Willie? Nice to see you, bro. We got some folks that came in here. Rich. We got Brian that came in here. My cousin Oliver. What's up, Oliver? Or Leonard. Got Miguel. Miguel, congrats on the baby boy, brother. Baby Ethan, welcome to the world. Got Judson. Judson, what's going on, man? Dayton, Gus. Happy you guys all came in. All right. And you guys feel free to ask questions in the comment section. We'll be in here. We'll just be making phone calls direct to seller. We got Joe in the building. What's up, Joe? You ready to get on? Head nod. All right, let's get after it. So Daren, how we'll do this is we're going to, if you get on a call, right, I'll obviously mute myself. I'll get on a call if you're not on a call. So whoever, if you have a more engaged prospect or seller, then unmute yourself and I'll mute myself. Okay.
Okay. That'll work.
Where are we at? Six nine three 5245.
Are you using Lead Connector or are you using the smartphone?
I could use the lead. I was gonna dial with the lead connector right now.
Oh, gotcha.
But I could dial with my smartphone. Doesn't matter.
I'm just curious.
Okay, I'll dial with my smartphone. It's a lot easier.
Make a call.
All right.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, this is Daren. I'm calling about your property there on Dowling Street. I'm showing on my notes that you may have sold it or you had accepted a cash offer. I'm just following up to see how that's going on. If you're still interested in selling it for whatever reason, just give me a call, 916-8677. Thank you. Hope you didn't mind me muting myself when I said this a few of personal information there.
That's fine. Yeah, we don't need people blowing you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello, Michael. Hey, Michael, this is Gerald. Give me a call back. I wasn't prepared for that.
Sweet.
What's up, Ricardo? What's up, Rike? How you guys doing? All right.
Here's what I will do. I still got some property leads. What do you call it? Property lead credits. So I'm gonna pop that on and see if we get any leads coming in that way.
Okay, cool. By the way, what I love about what we're doing here on this 4-hour live is not only are we obviously we're showing the work and we're showing people that this can be done, right? No matter what background you have, sales background, type of experience, you can pick up the phone and start calling sellers, right? So that's one thing is show the work, do the work, and show the progress. The other thing is we're following up on our leads here, right? It's not every day that we can just spend a whole full 4 hours to then follow up with all of our leads. So this gives us an opportunity to just touch base with everybody, see where they're at, right? We all kind of play the role of like lead manager in a sense where we have been following up with some leads. So this is pretty much knocking two birds with one stone here. And then the third thing is just building the brand. So you guys, feel free to get on the YouTube if you want to ask some questions. We are also on Instagram too. If you guys are on Facebook, you can ask questions there. Or on Facebook, you can ask questions there as well, I believe. I don't even know if it's working on Facebook. Let me double check. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Cool. So if you guys want your questions to be answered and seen, go on the YouTube link. That's where we'll be able to answer your questions for you.
Awesome. So that's on. Let me go ahead and continue making some calls. Have you made calls earlier, Gerald, or are you just getting to it now?
Sorry?
Have you made some calls earlier, or you're just getting to it now?
Yeah, I'm getting to it now. I made one earlier, but no pickup. 6574.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Jose, this is Gerald. Give me a call back. Double dial. You haven't called once if you haven't dialed twice.
Mm-hmm.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your... Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Ryan, this is Gerald with All Pro. Please give me a call back. Okay, looks like people can't ask questions on Facebook, so you would have to go on the YouTube channel to ask questions.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying...
Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Mark total properties. Not to go on a call. Dan Michael. Oh, yep. Let's go.
We are unable to answer the phone right now. Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Dan, this is Gerald. Give me a call back. All right. Hey, Daren, by the way, I have a death certificate sent to me and login information for the mortgage company, so we're solid. You're on mute, by the way. Oh, you're on the phone?
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's great because they just emailed us.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
About
they're
that?
needing some stuff.
Okay, I could send it over in a bit.
We are unable to answer the phone right now.
All right. They're needing some stuff. Let's see. I could send it over.
I don't know why. Oh, they said they emailed you, but let me go ahead and just forward it to you.
I responded back. Okay.
Yeah, at the end they said that they emailed you. But it looks like they're still confused about the purchase price, so they need us to break it down.
To the title company?
Just break it down in writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll forward it to you and Joe.
All right, no worries. I'll be here making calls. So you guys, kind of a glimpse of how we pretty much handle our days is like we have phone calls that we have to take on, but then we actually are doing deals in the background. So from emails to text messages to making calls with title company and sellers, or actually doing deals like with sellers that we have under contract. It's not until when you actually have them under contract that the work isn't done yet. Like we still need a handle and the fulfillment part of it, dealing with transaction coordinators. So much moving pieces, but it's rewarding. I'll tell you that much.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey Joyce, this is Daren. I'm calling about Creekside Drive. You had entered your property on our website. I think through the messages you had talked about possibly keeping it, maybe selling it. If you can, just give us a call. Maybe we can give you some ideas or at least point you to the right direction regarding the situation that you're going through. If you can, give me a call, 916-8677. Thank you.
We got Brian in the building. What's up, Brian? NorCal New Builds. Let's go.
What's up, Brian?
Bada bing, bada boom. See if he wants to get in here, guys. Where you at, Brian? Show your face, bro. Show your face. Show your face, Anak. Where are you? Yeah, Brian, there's a YouTube link. I can send it to you right now. All right, cool. All right, let's get after these calls. Somebody's going to pick up today.
I'm going to give Joe a call. I'll put myself on mute for a moment.
Okay, cool.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement.
Double dial. Double dial.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed.
Calling restrictions. I think that seller blocked my number, bro. It's all right. All right. Okay, Joe's recently talking to Lisa. Let's talk with Lisa. Andrew Street. Okay, here we are. 254-569.
Two, 5, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0, 5, 2, 3 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept.
What up, Aiden? Locked in, brother. Good to see you in here, man.
Two, 5, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0.
Guys, do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. What's that one thing that you're focusing on this year that if you could learn that skill and get better at it, what's that activity? What's the task that you need to get into that will help you achieve that? Right? So if it's seller calls, call sellers. Right? Well, at least that's what it is for me, right? I want to get better. I'm getting better at negotiation. So what am I doing? I'm negotiating deals. I want to get better at structuring deals. So what am I doing? I'm structuring deals. I want to get better at underwriting and comping. Underwriting, comp, deals. You guys, it's the deep work. It's the work that we're all afraid to get into, right? And so if you get over that hump, right, shake it off, whatever you're feeling, it's not relevant, right? Mind over matter. Just do the work. Go and knock on some doors, right? If you can't afford tools or can't afford a dialer, it's all right. Use your personal line. Who's this? Hi, this is Gerald.
Hey, this is Jose.
Yeah, hey, Jose. What's going on, man? I had actually called you because we're speaking back and forth about your home in Texas.
Yeah, in Tullahoma.
Yes, that's right. How you doing?
Pretty good yourself.
Man, I can't complain, brother. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Reason for my call, I just kind of wanted to see how things have been going, man. Like, where in the process have you been in regards to selling the home?
Oh man, I already sold it.
Oh, have you?
Went quick. Yeah.
Oh, great, man. Great. You're able to get that 345 or 385?
Well, actually, I finished it and I sold it for 485.
485. Congratulations, brother. That's good to hear, man. Nice. So you guys making the move out to North Carolina?
Oh yes, sir. We used it actually. We're back in NC right now.
That's good. Okay. Awesome, man. Would you happen to have any other properties you would consider selling?
I will be. I'm actually building one in North Carolina, and I'll be done with it in around 2 months.
Okay. That's your primary residence, though, no?
No, I won't be.
Okay. Yeah, give me a holler, man. If you have anything else, land even, if you're looking to sell, please give me a call.
Okay.
All right, brother. All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Congrats again. Take care. Bye-bye. Sold. Good shit. I was talking to that guy for a while now, and he was just having trouble trying to sell his property that he built from the ground up. And just good to know that He sold it, and we couldn't do the deal because obviously he wanted so much for it. We needed to be at like 280 for us to wholesale it because that's not our primary market. He sold it for, I believe he said 480. So man, he did his thing, right? And I think coming around the new year, like a lot of these homeowners having their houses sit on the market for so long, eventually they'll find themselves a buyer. That individual just wasn't motivated enough to sell it quick to someone like ourselves, where we'd be able to hand them cash fast. So it's always a blessing, man, hearing one of these sellers sell their house. And, you kind of, you build a liking for these individuals just because, I don't know. I think one day, we'd be in their shoes, having properties, building and developing, holding properties, and eventually would offload. So you got to be careful who you talk to, man, and just treat people like people. Treat them the way you want to be treated. So happy for Jose. Let me get him off of here. Sold. Good stuff. All right. What's up, Trey? What's going on, Elvis? Chava? Nice to see you guys in here, man. All right, cool. Brian, one of our guys that handles the phones with us, the appointment setter, also acquisition, junior acquisition. He's big out here in NorCal, right? He owns the page NorCal New Builds. He's also an agent with EXP. So we send him deals that we want to lock up and acquire as a fix and flip. So he's actually gonna come back with us with a few comps that I sent him yesterday. Property out in Carmichael. So I'm looking forward to that, Brian. Brian is awesome, man. Brian is a freaking go-getter. All right, where we at? Cool. Francisco. What you doing, bro? Francisco.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 2105564. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Jeez. All right. So a little bit of background story on this seller. I don't think she's going to pick up on this one, but so
Please leave your.
So she's a homeowner that's owned the property for 30 years, free and clear. She bought the property from the housing urban development, so she got it for fairly cheap. Now she's at this point where she hadn't done any necessary repairs. So the house is definitely, it's outdated, tearing, it's going through its oh, here she is. Hey Amy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What's new?
Nothing. Just hanging out, fixing to go run some errands and play house.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I just wanted to circle back with you to see how everything was going with you, and if were you able to get that price for the home that you were looking for?
Which one? The price I really want, or the price I'm settling for?
Well, whichever one makes sense to you. Which one are you moving forward with?
Well, the faster forward is the one that I just have to suck it up and live with.
Mm-hmm.
So the 150 is what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You found a buyer for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, great. When is that closing?
Looks like maybe the 17th.
Okay. And so I remember the last time we spoke that you were talking to some buyers and that they hadn't gotten their contract yet. So these are the ones that you were referring to?
Oh, I don't know. I've talked to so many. Who knows?
Okay.
Thinking that somebody would come up, with, give me some money for a house that's worth more than $150,000.
Gotcha.
Because even if they put 60 in it, they're making another 50,000 on top of that. If they sold it for 230, 240.
100%. Yeah, because you own about $100K in the mortgage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So hey, that's $50K in your pocket.
Huh?
I had a question. So I know the biggest thing for you was finding that place so that way you and your roommates plus having enough room for the dogs to walk around the yard. Were you able to find that?
I haven't. I'm working on that right now.
Okay. Or could you find it before the 17th?
I don't know. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm just doing my best.
Well, let me see if I can send you some resources here. Where have you looked so far? So that way I know, I'm not sending you anything that you already looked at.
I want to stay in the DeSoto area.
Okay.
And they gotta be. Did I tell you my roommates were ex-prisoners?
Yeah, you mentioned that, right? So
I've got to have people that will approve them to live there.
Yeah. Okay.
And they check in with the police department, on a regular basis and all that kind of stuff. So they, they're good. They go to work and they're working 6 and 7 days a week. So they're busy. They're not, getting in any trouble. And we're good,
That's good. And the price range you're looking at is no more than what, 1,000?
15 to 18 if possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I don't want to spend that, and if I can get less, that it not be a dump, that'd be fine.
Right.
But I'd really rather stay around 15. But I know for a 3-bedroom, that's not always easy.
Yeah, I hear you. And have you looked on Zillow for anything that's for rent?
No, I hadn't thought about that. I'll have to do that.
Okay. Well, no worries. I can send you some links here.
Oh, perfect. That'll be great.
So this one, there's one link that's being rented for $1,550. It's got the information, so you can call that number. And then I have this one here for you. And they're all in DeSoto too. So this one is $200 more, but still within your.
Yeah.
Right. It's a nice one too. Let me send this over to you. Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's my email or my text.
I'll send it through text. Keep it simple.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It'll be coming from the 8th.
Easier that one.
Yeah, it'll be coming from the 833 phone number.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Yeah, so give them a call. Let them know the situation. Obviously, they're probably going to get you through some paperwork. So shoot me a text if you need any assistance. I got you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Amy. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. And is it okay if I circle back around the 17th, just so that way I know that, I have some peace of mind and they closed?
Okay. All right. I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Hey, Aiden. So we're using boltdeals.io. It's a lead gen marketing company that generates our leads for us using the Facebook ads platform. They pretty much market nationwide. I could send you that over right here. I could send you the link. Give me a minute. So, like I mentioned, right, guys, I am following up, but the way I see it, that Caroline pretty much had mentioned on the daily dial yesterday, these follow up calls, see them as value add sequence, right? Every time I'm getting on the phone with him, I'm always looking to add value. Now, this seller just told me that she has a buyer that they're closing, that they're looking to close on the 17th, right? I know for a fact 150 doesn't work, but I'm not going to tell her that. I'm just going to catch her where she falls. This might fall through. I'm praying to God that it doesn't, right? Because if they close, she makes 50K and she goes on about her life. Well, at least I was able to get her some resources, right? I was able to get her 2 houses in her market that she can afford, that her and her roommates, plus the 2 dogs that she has, enough room for her to walk. Give her those resources and add value. Like it's simple. There it is, Aiden. It's called boltdeals.io. Daren, you ready to get back on, bro? Daren? Or not yet? Good? Okay. Let's go. So let me update the notes here. Closing on the 17th. So follow up. I made her an offer, so let's move there. 8:30? No. Michael Norwood. Yeah. I'm on my way. Good morning. Norwood approved. Oh, no, let's not call this guy. He will waste my time. We are looking for motivated sellers. Hello, sir. This is Gerald. How you doing today?
Very good, sir. Very good.
Good, good. I believe one of my team members had reached out to you about your home here on Elm Ave and mentioned that you were looking to sell the property, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. I'd be able to help you. Could you catch me up to speed? What's got you interested in selling?
That's say again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. What's got you interested in selling the home?
Well, we don't. I mean, I just wanna fast that I can if I can sell it because I don't need the home. We moved the area. We opened a business about maybe almost 2 hours away. So that's kind of reason. But I want to sell it as fast as I can.
Okay, gotcha. So you're interested in selling in the next 30 days?
30 days, next week or something, I really need to sell it because I don't want to. The house, I don't know if the house needed some carpet on because we take the carpet off. That's what the house need, and of course on some couple details, little bit painting and things like that inside. Outside is like a brick siding and really not need much. Air conditioning work, plumbing, electricity is fine. I think it's not no. The last year or something, we never have any problem like that. So do you kind of company or just person?
So my company, we're all pro home solutions. So we do focus on speed and convenience. Right. So we have many programs you might be able to qualify for, but we can close fast and we offer cash. By the way, do you and your wife work at a kitchen? You work at a kitchen?
I work in my restaurant in the kitchen, man. That's what right now.
You said a kitchen and what?
In the restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant. Oh, are you the owner?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, that's awesome. What's it called?
It's El Bracero Mexican Grill in Clayton, Alabama.
Bracero Mexican Grill.
Mexican Grill, man. Man. That's why we want to sell it, the house, because we move away and we live here right now. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the house. Okay, so it's not. So you said you're in Alabama. You're still in Alabama.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's correct. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So with the sale of the house, you moved away, and the house is currently vacant.
It's currently vacant. Yes, sir.
Okay. In a perfect world, what are you looking to accomplish exactly after the sale of the house?
How much looking for? Like the complaint for everything. Around 75.
Okay.
Yeah. Because last time I checked it's about 100. The price regular in the city and all that is about 100,000. And 75, I think is more fair for everybody. So yeah.
Okay.
It has a swimming pool in the back and has a little shop in the back. So yeah. It's gonna okay, I think. And nice area, kind of nice area right there. I mean, it is for a little town, it's kind of okay. Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So.
Okay, and so I know you mentioned it's going to need some work. Have there been any repairs or maintenance that you'd like to disclose that would affect the value of the property?
Not much. I think one of those bathrooms because has one of those bathrooms maybe needed some repair. Of course, it has the sheetrock kind of damaged already a little bit. Sinks and things like that. One of those bathrooms needed repairs, maybe in both. Some, update. That's what I mean. Update maybe because kind of old style or something like that. But
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. Update the bathroom. We can just say, hey, update the bathroom, kind of new, maybe something. Everybody wanna update.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, by the way, your new home. How's that for you? Having to move there, have you always owned that home, or did you just buy it?
Which one? The new home? No, we rent. We can also other property right here in Elba, right there in Elba.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I want to sell it too because we using one for rent and one for selling, one for living. Sorry, and the one I have right now renting is for sale too. But matter of fact, I look in a home right here in Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
To after I sell that's why I say quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine because I don't have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Because I rented right now where I have right now. So I just want to sell in one of those houses and move this money to here to Clayton, Alabama, because my business is here. So I want to stay, take care of this business. Yeah. That's the kind of my situation right now.
I got you. Okay. How much is that rent, by the way, that you're paying?
Right now, I'm paying $600. $600 only for like a apartment, and we like to, have. I got 5 kids. 3 kids, 5 total. My family. So I really like to have a home, like a house. Yeah.
I got you, man.
Good
Okay.
size. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The other house is for selling. If you're interested too, it's very. How can I say this? I can give you the address and you can Google it. And
Yeah, sure.
It's 406 Atkinson. Yeah, I use it right now rental.
Okay, gotcha. So out of these 2 homes, which one is more important for you to sell right now?
The one before you, the 1152. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let me ask you this. Let's say if you can't get the 75,000 for it, have you considered listing it on the market with a realtor?
I really like to do it, maybe, yeah. Because I'm right now. Somebody was interested last week. They kind of thinking about trade my house from there to property right here in Elba, but we don't decide anything. So I'm just saying, okay, who's coming? Who's first? I just want to sell it, but yeah, I think to put some faster way I can sell it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense because if you list it on the market, it typically would probably sell at most 90 days, if not more. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
and right now I'm paying rent right here, so that's not making me any sense to to have a property over there and paying rent right here. So I wasted little bit money.
gotcha.
So I just,
yeah.
That's what I just want to sell it. Just maybe people kind of tell me, hey, you better kind of update the house inside, painting, put a carpet, and update the bathroom so you can get more money. But I said I don't have time. I don't have time. I full hand with my restaurant. I just opened maybe 5 months, and it's full hands right here. So
Yeah,
man. So I just went. So
I get it.
If you're interested, tell me how fast you can buy it, and I probably lost money right there. But hey, I just want to get out over there and buy something over here.
So yeah, no, we could close fast. That's not the problem,
Okay.
right? what I have to do is I have to bring this back to my team and let them know about our conversation. So with my team, that'll be independent of this conversation, or sorry, that conversation will be independent, right? So what my job is I'm in the middle, right, between you and the data, the underwriting team, and they let me know, hey, Gerald, this is the price we need to buy it at. Okay, so my job is to put the deal together and make it work for all of us. Before I put them to work on this, though, is there anything else that would stop you from moving forward with paperwork today?
Like if somebody, like if you can interested in making the paperwork, no, I don't. I mean, nobody stopped me to make any decision. Like say, if you, I can do it anytime, not a problem.
Okay. And so they're very busy, working with other homeowners. So what I'll do is I'll send this over to them. But I'm actually looking at some current value, some comps in your area, and they're gonna make sure that they give me like the true comps and the price. Let's see here. Okay, is this what's the bed and bath count for this home? Is it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath?
Yes, 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay. And just so I know, so that way, I give them a good idea, because again, right, we do focus on speed and convenience. So we can pay you out cash fast, right? However long or however quick you need. Hypothetically, Basilio, if we were to get you a price range between 30 to 45, is that something you think you would move forward with?
Oh man, that's kind of very low for that particular house. Because man, the swimming pool right there is almost 25,000. So really, I understand it's gonna need to update the house and painting and do a little details and all that. But man, around 40,000 is not making me selling the house, because it's gonna very low. If you push a little bit more, around 60. I really have to thinking about it, but it kind of 60,000 is kind of much better, easy to go, because around here, man, it's crazy. The properties, the houses and all brick siding houses like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can spare. I don't have to explain to you anything.
Yeah,
so you know how much cost our houses and all kind of stuff, but. And if you guys is buying old homes and old houses and remodeling and put it there, I know you guys make a ton of money.
Yeah.
I don't care, but this house is brick siding. It has a car garage attaching with the house. Anyway, but my insurance right now covered 250,000. For only the house in case something happened,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's 75, 60,000 around there. I look at selling at that price, because I know around me houses 130,000, similar, really. So it give you around 40 to 50,000 space to play, easily. So and even other houses don't have any swimming pool. So and mine has swimming pool. So my friend about 5 years ago, he buy $130,000 a house right there.
Oh, really?
Don't have any swimming pool. So that's why I think I say 75 is kind of very fair for everybody who's coming in investment. Because it's very nice neighborhood, right there. They don't let you burning nothing. The city take it very good, and I feeling good. I'm feeling was the prices stay always okay.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah.
And if we get you anywhere around the 60,000, are you going to put that towards a new home or put that towards the business? Could you clarify?
That's kind of what make a difference if I put it in the business or on your home.
No, well, no difference. I just want to understand what you're looking to accomplish because well,
Gotcha.
yeah, you did mention you had the 3 kids.
Yeah, I got 3 kids and 100% put a new home because that's what I looking for a new home. And even I don't think I can buy a new home with 60,000 around here because it's a crazy. It's over more than 100,000. Like a house I have in Elba right here, more than 100,000. So
Yeah.
But I can pay a good down payment and play around and try to cover. No pay, no more rent. That's what I wanted. I just want to buy my home. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I'll go ahead. I'm gonna bring this back to the team, and
Okay.
I'll give you a call back within at least the 24 hours. But I'll get in front of you as soon as I possibly can, just because they're again helping other homeowners.
Okay.
And is there any questions that you have for me before I let you go?
Yes. If you guys anything see it right there, please let me know soon because I want to just move forward and put something out over there. Or, yeah, please let me know if you guys really interested. Let me know first if you can, and because if not, I want to just keep it going, promotional, or maybe put something. I can sell it faster.
Okay. Could you? So what is it that you're looking for exactly? Like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath new build? What's that?
I don't really look at new bed or new house. Three similar what I have right now. 3 beds, 2 beds around here. So yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Just enough for the kids.
Enough for the kids, man. That's it.
Yeah. Are they little kids or are they high school kids?
High school, 2 high school kids and one like a kindergarten. So.
Oh, beautiful, man, beautiful. I have one and she's 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you understand what I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%, brother. 100%, brother.
Yeah, man. So you got you need enough space, and you need safety and all that kind of stuff. If you live in an apartment, it's gonna a little bit difficult.
Oh yeah.
With the little kids, and they want they pets and all that kind of stuff, man. But anyway.
I get it, man. I have 5 brothers. No, sorry, I have 5 siblings, and my parents raised us in a 1-bedroom apartment back in Newark, and I remember those days, right? Because it was we were all sleeping on the floor we're all sleeping on the floor or the on the couch, and it's just very small and cramped. But I get it though. I get it.
Yeah, man. That's what I just I just wanna just say my kids help me when they after school. They help me in the restaurant a little bit. They always say, when you can find a something house, because they used to have a own home right there, play around, swimming pool, and when you move to the apartment, you can see the difference, man. You can see the difference.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I let you go, and please let me know as soon as you can. If you guys interested, please, I really kind of emergency to sell it.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll talk soon.
All right, thank you. So,
take care, bye.
Joe,
up,
I
Daren?
think you got all them background noise. Was that you, Gerald, with all that background
Oh, you're
noise?
still on the phone?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me? You good? Good.
Can't hear you.
What? No. Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
You might want to press settings on the bottom and connect your mic. Okay, cool. So that was a good call. I try to dig up as much as I can. Had some motivation there. He is renting out a spot, paying $600 a month, and he wants to get rid of that payment and start paying a mortgage on a brand new home. He has 3 kids, and just seems like they're just ready to get on to the next phase of their life. He wants to sell fast. I was going to see if this would make sense as innovation, but I won't even put that out there yet, just because he's looking for more speed. Typically with novation, you would have to list it, and it would that deal could potentially be for as long as 75 to 90 days. He's looking for a quick cash sale. So we definitely need it less than 60K though. And I did a soft offer, so I anchored him between the price range of 30 to 40. Purposefully, because we need to be more so around 50K, right? So that 30 is definitely like, whoa, you're crazy. Like, I'll never do it for that much. And that 40 is like, hey, like that's our top number, right? Like that's where we would need to be at. So that's why he went down to 60. So we're trying to meet in the middle. If I can get him around 50, 55, I think this would be a deal. That was a great call, though. So I'm going to set up a follow-up call with him later today. Follow up. The guy's a restaurant owner, so he's very busy, but still able to talk on the phone. I appreciate that. Monsieur. Okay, on to the next. Let's get some notes on here. It says waiting for photos. Anchor 30 to 40K. He says he would do 16K. All right, so those are the great conversations that we're looking for. Just having a good old cordial conversation with homeowners. Right, where are we at? Brian. Oh man, what's going on with my guy, Brian? $24, $21.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Brian, it's Gerald. Give me a call back when you can. Thanks. All right, what's up, Daren?
Hey, can you hear me with my mic?
Oh, still can't hear you, brother.
Oh man.
We're having technical
Mic check,
difficulties.
mic check, mic check.
Try the settings.
I
Did you
did.
try the settings? Yeah. Okay. Well, just let me know once you get that figured out. Call back Brian one more time. So this guy lives in Santa Clara, has a property he was inherited out in Iowa, and he's looking for the highest bid. He does have time, so I think this is a good fit for a novation. So let's see if he picks up the phone. He might have already found the buyer already.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to
Let's call my guy Forrest. What's up, PJ? What's going on, bro? Welcome in, guys. What's up, Jesse? Welcome in, man.
please leave your message for 20959677796.
Hey, Forrest, it's Gerald with All Pro. Give me a call back.
Oh wait, hold up. My audio. Can't hear you for some reason. Let me figure out my sound.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Could you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm tripping. Okay, so not camera. We're looking for audio.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear now.
Yo, yo, yo. All right, so we're using MacBook. Let me see here. Edit mic settings. Oh boy, we're having technical difficulties. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do, can I reset this? Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a moment. Hey, Claudia, I'm just gonna call you real fast. Give me a sec.
Yo, what's
So I tried getting Daren to get on here, but his microphone isn't working too. So I'm starting to think it's it's a streaming service,
that's weird.
right? Let me see.
I mean, you could go live on YouTube, like directly on YouTube.
Okay, well, I mean, I am live on here. Could you hear me though through through StreamYard?
I can hear you. When I first got in, I couldn't, but I don't know what you did.
Okay, you know
So
what
I was able to hear you.
I might have gone through the whole streaming on mute. Oh my god, this is crazy. Nobody told me. It's all good though. It's all good. Hey, this is what happens. So let me see if I can. I'm gonna add you on stage.
Oh, we've all been through that.
Right. So if you go on your settings, it doesn't work on your end.
No, it works. I can hear you, and you can. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I have everything. It just depends where your speaker is.
Okay, look, yeah, you're probably right. Let's see here. Let me do this.
It's probably not hooked up to something.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, Miss IT here.
Right. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, guys, a little technical difficulties. Okay. Let me get on here real fast. Testing. Okay, that works. Test. That doesn't work. Test. Yo. Okay, so we'll just use that. Built-in mic. Oh boy. So we probably will not be able to get you on just because we can't hear it. Well, let's see here. Say something, Gladia.
Can you hear me? Test.
Okay. It is not working. Okay. So sorry, Gladia. We probably have to
Okay.
just do this next time. Yep. No worries. No worries. And you guys, this is all it's about. You know, we just get after it, and sometimes we're not the fullest prepared, but at the end of the day, you just got to make the pivot.
That's it.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, Gladia. Take care. See you. Now I just got to figure out if y'all can hear me at the least, because I was making phone calls and I'm not even sure if y'all were able to hear me. What the heck? Test. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do this.